approaches have been impacting not only in Northern Colony, we have reached across communities across the Caribbean Shield, Brazil, Venezuela, Colombia, Suriname, French Guyana. So, our approaches has gone far, and I think it's doing a good outcome. So, I mentioned earlier we're looking at community and solutions to address challenges at different levels. So, this is our own, we developed this, what we think is a community solution, where we said the community needs it, the community does it, the community controls it, and the benefit from it, and the solution is fair and good for the environment. Also, the solution is not reliant on outside forces or anything. It's more or less community. It's not like I as someone with knowledge come and tell a community, oh, this is how we should do things, this is how we do things, or it should be good for you. So, but besides that, we have other approaches that we can adapt as a community that will work for us. But when we say community solution, it's more or less that comes from the community. It's what works for it. Generally, the important point is it's good for the people and it's good for the environment. So there's a balance.
To be part of it. I would just like to mention, the song that was playing that clip. Is it the song that was developed for the project by Jaguari? So I'd like to give a commendation to Alice Tucker, local Guyanese, who also used to work with the Okrama for creating that very special piece for us. I think we should really, Marano Isaacs, I think we should really get that on the radio as soon as possible and as much play as possible. I will personally make efforts for it, and I'll ask the minister for help with that as well. I know it's playing on Radio Paimama, but we really have to get it out. We listen to the words very carefully. It talks about climate change, it talks about preserving our environment, and so on. I think we really need to get this positive messages out. Local solutions, I think it's something that Okrama has always worked with. I've always said personally that I value traditional knowledge on par with scientific knowledge. And in many cases, for Okrama's work, traditional knowledge was even more important than scientific knowledge for making some management decisions. So decisions, for instance, where we would have placed our Okrama River Lodge, where we would have placed our canopy walkway, how we would do our logging business, many things, of social research and so on. We've had to depend on the expertise of the people that have ancestral rights to the 1 million acres of forest, and we help to co-manage, and that is the Mapuche people of the North community. So this definitely is a wonderful project, and Okrama is very happy to partner with the North communities, Holly University, Open University, and all the other organizations that have been partnering. I think over the next four days, if you can just spread the word to your colleagues. I just saw Jaguari walk in, so hail up, Alice Tucker. Your song just played, you just raise your hand so that everybody can see we have so much talent in this country. So we're trying to get more aid if you're playing your song. I think you can download it on iTunes and all these techniques that I don't really understand, but I think Marie can help you with that. But yes, local solution, I think it's very important that we get the message out. As we're here in Georgetown, a lot of this knowledge is known in the North community. But I think here we have an opportunity. 90% of the population lives on the coast. Let us, I'm reading the Heritage Month. Let us spread the word, let us get this room packed for the next 3 days so we can spread the message of sustainable use and conservation for our people, for the people of Guyana, for the global economy, for the global welfare. I think what a lot of these videos, did you like the video that was just shown, by the way? Mr. Glenn Alicon, he is part of the Sarama a leader of the Surround Culture Group. He has been involved in another project, the program has been involved in called the Encompass Project, work with cultural heritage, is working actually with cultural heritage preservation as well. And as you can see, he has a vast amount of knowledge, and there are many like babies in the North of England. Many in this room. We have Mike Williams, young Bernie, we have Nick Brown, we have Savanto, who just came out with her master's from Newcastle University. I want to personally congratulate her. We have Paula Alicott, the real name. You want to learn who please go to Paula Alicott. We have so many experts in this room right here. We have talent from other regions. We have Anna Arjun, we have Morano, we have talent in all sorts of spheres. And I think Indigenous people, and I must say I have a little bit of Arawak in me. From the Pomeroon, yes, my grandmother's from the Pomeroon. And I think Indigenous people in this country have a lot to be proud of, and we have to share it. We have to share this knowledge with the people here on the coast so that they can learn to respect more what you have and what you have to share. And the fact is that Indigenous people have been in this country for 12,000 years, and we still have 85% of our forests intact, not forgetting a beautiful intact savanna ecosystem as well. So let us spend the next 3 days sharing this knowledge, and what a better way to share it than by visual.
Good afternoon, everybody. Member of the Brigade Taylor and Dr. Anthony, Minister of Culture and Sports, our European Union representative, Derek Lamont, Dr. Raquel, persons representing the indigenous people or their countries from Suriname, French Guyana, Brazil from Mataluga, Venezuela, officials of the North Brunei, staff of the Provost Staff, executives of the North Brunei District Development Board, partners of NRD, the BSC, and normally called the Vexed right, Rastaman Group CI, CI, right?
It is a great pleasure that I'm joining you all today in the launching of the Indigenous Participatory Film Festival hosted by the Program Project. As many of you are aware, the European Union places great value on working with Indigenous communities throughout the world, and especially in Guyana. The EU has supported a number of projects benefiting American communities in Guyana over the past years. We have supported a range of projects, including ones to strengthen the capacity of American communities and their elected koshas and village councils, to develop more equitable and open democratic societies by making effective use of the powers given to them under the American Act of 2006. We have also supported projects to provide higher learning and to secure the advancement of knowledge to American communities.
Good evening, everyone. It's a pleasure to be here, standing in front of everyone here, especially this front table and the others, sisters and brothers from other countries.
The team, headed by Jalen Street and our colleagues, and everyone who participated in this wonderful project. Of course, our visitors from the various countries in the Guyana Shield. I see in the audience many distinguished persons. Can't follow all of your names. But let me say, when I got the invitation to come here, I was a bit puzzled because I wasn't sure what am I supposed to be doing here. And I keep asking for information. What is this project about? And I think Dr. Racker thought this was probably annoyed with my office calling her steady with information. But I wasn't sure, but I'm very, very happy that I came here this afternoon. Because what I have seen, the films that I've seen, it's really refreshing. Very often, we tend to look to someone else outside, somewhere, abroad for solutions. But many of these things exist within our own grasp. And sometimes because we don't talk to each other and we don't share what we have, we tend to import things that might not be relevant to our community. But here it is, a good project, where we're using our own local knowledge to strengthen and build community capacity and to use that and share it with other communities. And I think it's a beautiful concept, and you have been able not just to say, well, this is a great idea, but you've been able to demonstrate that this could work. And I want to applaud you for that. I think it deserves a big round of applause. And there are many things that we can talk about when we think about our culture. I was a bit, what should I say, jealous or envious when the speakers who came up here and spoke in their own languages. Very often when people talk about Guyana, one of the first things we say about Guyana is, we probably say this: we're the only country in South America that speaks English. And, we tend to market ourselves this way. But all the other languages that we have in the country basically go ignored. And I think it's good, not only do we talk about reviving our language and keeping our indigenous languages, but we practice it. And, if you go on the UNESCO website dealing with languages, you will see that many of our indigenous languages are listed as endangered, meaning in some cases there are probably about 2,000 people or so actively speaking the language. And if we don't have active speakers, then eventually the language will disappear. We've seen
it brings some liberation and traditional days. The month of games still by plenty. The land you're holding, we can come to you by that third chance. It's not to be so long. Used to go like oil extraction, so there's a price to pay. It's not just human beings. Why should this land and thing? When all she did was never can do it, but the love of the world, the ecosystem is big to explore. Herbal remedies, study of disease, new discoveries, opportunities. From the forest floor to the forest camp, monopoly of biodiversity. You can do it, this is the love of the world, all we need to do is a community. The land you're holding, it can come to you by that merchant. It's not to be so used to do that on extractions. There's a price to pay. It's not just human beings. Why should this planet thing? When all she did was live and give, you can do it. You can manage the land. Let's get together and live with the young. You can teach communities to take a stand. Find your own solutions, make your own plans. You can do it. Free communities. Best practice is your identity. You can fish and farm, you can build the seeds, sell open stories and documentaries. The land you're holding did not come to you by that merchants. It's not to be so long. Used to go like oil extractions. Here's a price to pay. It's not just human beings. Why should this land pay? When all she did was live and give, you can do it. It was done in the past. Ancestors knew what the answer to call. So the sages, guardians, and master gods, so the peace and the peace, with everything you're alive, you can do it. You can do it. It was done in the past. You can do it. Come further.
One of the older and most respected leaders of not only the Mapuche people, but also all indigenous movements of Roraima and of Brazil. He has been devoting his whole life starting in 1977